Okay.
I'm ready.
All right. Hi, this is Kendra Prevost, KP Real Estate Group by BlackDFW.com, Nation's Notary. And today I'm joined with my friend and author, entrepreneur, business mogul, Andre Hatchett.
Cool. Okay.
How you doing? How you doing, Andre?
What's up, Kendra? Hello, everybody. Everything is great. Honored to talk to you. Thank you for the warm introduction. I appreciate it.
Oh, no problem, no problem. So today I wanted to talk to you today because you have a new book coming out. You've already written one book, so you got one book under the already out and doing very well. Tell me about how well your book Own or Be Owned. How well is it doing? Can you hear me?
It's doing well. Yep, I hear you clear. People are digging it. I had one brother say that he read it twice and he's going to read it again and give it to his son to read. So it's a foundational book. Not to say everyone needs to get everything from it, but there's something that I believe that especially Black men can get to implement into their lives to have a better, well-rounded, more successful chance at advancement.
Yeah, and I actually read the book and I really liked the book too. I liked it because sometimes as busy as we are, you're welcome. Busy we are, we don't really have time to read these long books. Like it took me forever to read, a lot of books that I have read. It may take me 6 months to read one book, when really your book was just enough information and just a short enough time to read that you got with the point and you move on. So, you can read another book, So I kind of like those types of books. Are they called what is
that
it?
Was the goal. I want to be in and out the game.
Right. You know what? We should start a new type of book. Like those kind of books, like you and people like you writing short to the point books, not these long drawn out.
And you?
And me, right? Right, because I'm gonna get on my book too. Right. So yeah, we need to do that because people don't really have time to do like that. Time is, we don't have time like that. So I really appreciate you writing that book to the point.
Be in and out the game. I appreciate it. Appreciate you reading it and buying it.
Yes. Okay, so the next book that you have coming very soon, when is the book going to be out?
8/27/17, August 27th, 17.
Okay. And what's the name of your book?
The top 10 habits of underachievers. The top 10 habits of underachievers.
Okay. So what made you want to write a book about what underachievers do?
Because I've studied underachievers, and for years I underachieving. I actually still think I am underachieving for my own personal standard, to be honest with you.
Okay.
But I'm doing better. I'm advancing at a rate that I'm happier with than maybe 5 or 7 years ago.
Okay.
So, and I had a lot of friends who are underachievers because when you're an underachiever, you hang on other underachievers. And the term underachiever isn't by society standards. It's people who are operating way below their personal standard of themselves.
Okay.
Their personal standard of themselves, they are way high people. And I do a lot of coaching, do a lot of mentoring, do a lot of teaching, as you know. And I realized, for these people, they're doing the same things. Really? And they have the same things in common that are putting them in the underachiever category. So I said, damn. I was like, okay, so I identified some past stuff within myself. I identified some stuff with a lot of friends who I used to hang out with on a consistent basis. Really good people, but I don't hang out with them as much anymore. And with people who I run across in life and mentor and teach. And I was like, yo, it's the same stuff. So if we can identify these things, these top 10 things, point them out, acknowledge them, then I think we have a better chance of eliminating our daily rituals.
Okay. Well, have you found from your mentorship to people that the people that you may consider underachievers, do they like being told what they're not doing right?
interesting fact. It's usually really hot or really cold. So either people get really defensive and angry, or they welcome it and they want it. Not really too much in between that I realize. It's either yes, I've been looking for this. Thank you for challenging me, or get out of here. F you. Who do you think you are? So she let too much gray area with that.
Right. So do you hope that?
But I'm not doing my job if I don't do it.
Right. Right. So basically, the reason why you tell them because you want them to grow, because you've seen what it does for you. Tell me what was a habit. Tell me a couple of habits that you have found that struck you most.
Got you. The one of the most common habits is people stay in a comfort zone of stagnation, so they don't change things. Generally, where they live. Generally, a lot of people on the Underachievers, they live in their same hometown, or within a certain miles radius of where they grew up. Comfort, right? Extreme comfort. Like they didn't even leave to go away to college. They just always stayed there. And you know what that says? I'm comfortable here. My feelings here. Safe. Yeah. They are scared of freaking change. So, and when you don't move, when you don't go, oftentimes if you don't go, you don't grow. Sometimes you got to go to grow, right? Sometimes you got to go somewhere else to grow, to hit a different level, to figure things out. So most of the extreme comfort and 1A or 1B, right along with that, is they have the same friends since childhood.
Okay.
Underachievers generally have the same friends since childhood. They hang out with the same people, and that they don't add new people into the mix.
Okay. And okay, so in the moving out of your hometown, I do agree with you on that 100%, because when I turned 18, I left my hometown and I moved to New Orleans to go to college. And and that's actually the first time I actually went to New Orleans. It's my first day of college. Like I had never even been to the city before. I didn't visit or anything.
Wow.
So we pulled into New Orleans in the hotel. The lady was talking, and I couldn't even understand what she was saying, because people in New Orleans have a different accent, and I thought I was in another country. I was like, wait a minute, is this city?
They have an accent. Yeah.
So I mean, I grew up real fast. So what you're saying, I resonate with, because when I moved away, I didn't know how to wash clothes. I had never washed my own clothes. I had never cooked. I had never done anything, because I was kind of like spoiled, because I was raised in a household with my grandparents. So they did everything for me, So but I wanted to be free. So what you're saying is, if you don't go, you can't grow. That's true, because then I developed my own sense of who I was.
Most times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, you're forced to develop once you're out there, because you don't know where the store is. You don't know where the sale is. If you're in your hometown, you know where everything is. You know all the people there. And the difference from high school, oh, what about high school? I don't care. I want to talk about fucking high school. Mm-hmm. Like, I've had so many levels since high school. I don't want to talk about what I did 2 weeks ago. I want to grow consistently. And, same thing. No, get out of here with that crap. I do not want to talk about it. And the next thing that's really close to the first one that we went over is overthinking. They just they think in their minds that thinking about something is actually working on the thing that they want to work on. So in their minds, thinking is working, because they're thinking so much, they're working. But no, if you can't write it down on a piece of paper and check it off the list, you aren't working. They get stuck in their head. I know people who might have better ideas than me, a higher IQ, better writing skills, maybe even better people skills. But while they're thinking of their idea, Kendra,
wait a minute, connection is stopped. Hold up.
in their head and not in the battlefield.
Right. I mean, I agree, because I know a lot of people who got, oh my gosh, being a realtor, people got big dreams. Okay, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna buy this, I'm gonna buy that, and they don't buy nothing, you know? And that's because they're caught up in the idea of it, they don't act. So that's true. I deal with that every day. People tell me all the time what they're gonna do, but they don't do anything, you know? So I don't even know, how can they get out of that? Like, how would you direct somebody to get out of that space of thinking to doing? Like, how would you mentor them?
Here's what I literally do. I have a friend who I'm going to have to drop him because he actually be his accountability coach and he hasn't taken friggin' action. So he's weighing me down. I'm going to get somebody else because I charge for this, but he's my boy. He helps me out, so I would just do it for him free. But he's not active, which is why you charge people, because when you charge people, they tend to act more. But anyway, I high IQ, great personality, great human. Mm-hmm. I was like, okay, here's what you need. Here's why people aren't taking you seriously. He doesn't have a website or a landing page. I was like, we're gonna get you a logo. It's just gonna be decent. We'll work on the better logo later. Mm-hmm. Now we're gonna get you an easy to develop landing page, right? Easy to develop. You can get an account with lead pages for like $40 a month, and you can have someone edit your landing page for like $40 or $50, right? He started talking about this. He wants to do this. I was like, I don't want to hear that stuff. We're gonna get these things done, then on to the next phase from there. He didn't do those things. It's been a month.
Wow.
It's been a month. He didn't logo. I think he got the logo done, but he's addicted to overcomplicating things. Okay. It's an addiction to overcomplicate. He's addicted, Kendra, to overcomplicated things. I was like, and he's emailing me about some other fancy ass landing page platform. I was like, no, this is where you go. We went over this. So I tell people, forget about the 10 things on your list. Let's tackle 2 things and let's set a firm date for it. Okay. Shut that smart part of your brain off. Shut it down. I don't want to hear about the smart part of your brain. Give me the dumb part of your brain. We're going to do these 2 things. Then we'll I don't even want to write down the other 10 things on that same list, because that's where people get stuck to get overwhelmed. These 2 things, knock it out, then we'll reconvene and we'll go after that.
Yeah, breaking it down and just knocking off things off the list one at a time. You don't have to do everything at one time. You know, and That's good advice. That's good advice.
No.
Yeah. So I want to. I took a class.
Because if you haven't done the 10 things.
Mm-hmm. No, go ahead.
No, go. No, all you.
Okay. What I was gonna say is I took a class and the lady was talking about your website, and somebody was asking about, well, should you advertise, on Google or pay for Google ads to draw people to your website? And she was like, no, because you need to do research and see who your market is and and do all this, do all that. But I was thinking to myself, why are you doing all that? You are missing customers. I don't understand that. Like, what are you waiting for? At least somebody could be calling your phone, even with a halfway done website, because everybody's website is not perfect and they still getting business. So I agree with that.
No. And a lot of people don't even have a website. And a lot of people don't even have a website.
Exactly.
But it's just a different level of respect you're going to get from the customer base. Mm-hmm. If you say, yeah, here's my website, xyz.com, opposed to, inbox me on Facebook.
Right.
Email me, because people want to see something visual. Because when you hire somebody or you're a customer to somebody, you're saying that you on some level respect them and what they do, and you take them seriously. So not having a website is kind of like, okay, well, I don't have a website either. Or what if they have a website and you don't? It's just one of those small, again, a good landing page, everything can be done for under $100. Maybe one ability where people will just take you automatically more seriously.
Now, what you say, a landing page, okay, so a landing page is not a website, or what?
A landing page is a website. This is a tricky question. It is if you can, I don't know if you share your screen. If you can share your screen, go to Andres.com if you can pull that up.
Okay, let me see.
and I'll show our audience an example of a landing page, an example of a website.
Oops. What is this? Andre's books, right? Let me Google.
Yeah, Andre, Andres, book, BOOK.
Oh, okay. I put Andrew.
Andres, BOOK.
Okay.
.com.
You know what? Let me do a Google. I don't know why this keeps pulling up some stuff. Let's see.
Okay, cool. I can try to mine too if you want.
Bella Andre. Who is that?
Yeah, I'm typing in the chat box.
Okay.
Got it. And on your screen, it has some purchase agreement thing.
Okay.
Oops, that didn't work. ARESBOK.com. Wow. Com. Okay, cool.
I need to go to the chat box. Okay. Oh, here it is.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Okay, you see it?
I see your screen. It has some St. Paul, St. Joseph thing.
Oh, no.
YMCA agreement.
No. I put on Andre's books. Let me cancel all this other stuff out.
No. Yeah. No. If you close that page on your screen, then it should pop up. Then the website thing should pop up.
Okay, let me see. Let me close. I got too many screens. All right.
Overcomplicating.
Okay. Allah should have just one screen up now. Now do you see it?
No, I still see this thing. Yes. Still see that thing. You are viewing Kendra's screen, and your screen has that paper there somewhere.
Let me see. Resume share.
Okay.
Let me try again.
All right. Now it's just me and you.
Me and you. Okay, so let me go share screen. And
share screen. Okay.
Is that it?
Kendra preview. Yep, bingo, you got it.
Okay.
All right. So yes, this is a landing page. So if you start from the top, you go to the bottom, people can see what a landing page is. See, it has a domain name, so it has a URL for you to go to. This isn't a standard WordPress site, which is the industry leader right now. A WordPress is the format which a lot of people are using to build their websites, like me. So this is basically like a 101 version of a website. Okay. Website 101, right? But they're good, they're they're easy to set up, they're easy to set up. Now, if you go to andrechhatchett.com, that's an actual formal website. And the point I'm making is, if you can at least have a landing page. Now, in that one account that I have with leadpages.com, Kendra, I can have like 20, I actually probably have like 15 different landing pages there. Or maybe even more than that.
Okay. So
this is the actual
it's like
specialized.
Okay, it's the website. Okay.
Yep. So that's what we were saying before. People can't take you seriously as a business person if you can't at least have a landing page.
Okay.
At least, right? Bare minimum, you need to have at least a landing page for people to take you seriously.
1 year private coaching. Oh, I didn't know you do that.
Hmm.
I said 1 year private coaching. Okay.
I do. Yes, ma'am.
And then
Yes,
you can book.
ma'am.
This is your book. This is your DVD.
So you can get my books there. You can get the
Oh,
books,
okay.
DVD, clothing.
Sure.
See, I put a lot of friggin' money into this website. It costs over $1,000 to get done,
It looks like it. I
because I
mean,
wanted to be taken seriously. Yeah, it costs over $1,000. And if you want to be taken seriously, your web presence is a very good way for people to automatically take you seriously. Automatically take you seriously. If you're going to do this, then you got to do this thing. But as I've said before, most underachievers, they don't invest into themselves as well.
mhm.
They just don't see the ROI on themselves as being worth it. They don't see the coaching programs being worth it. They don't see the conferences being worth it. So they have these rituals that just keeps them stuck, and they use words like this. Oh, I'm used to this. This is what I always do. This is who I am. This is who I've always been. Where you should be saying, okay, this is who I am. I don't like it. This is like, these are my current habits. They've gotten me nowhere. I'm going to reinvent myself and and, and do a whole lot of changing.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, like you said, you cut off people. I don't necessarily cut off people, but I just put them in another space. You know what I'm saying? People
Bingo. Yes. Whole other category.
right, put people who don't do much or whatever, which I'm always thinking about doing stuff. They're just friends, but they're not somebody that I look to for guidance or
Yeah.
advice, something like that, because they can't offer me anything because they're not doing anything.
Exactly. Exactly. So they they can't. And here's what I realized is because I used to try to change people, and now what I do is I try to bring out the best in people who want the best brought out in them. So it's a similar thing that I'm doing. I just do it with different people. I don't try to change people from 0 to 100. I get people at 30 or 40 and try to bring them to 100. So it's just different. And
Right.
and people, I put people in categories. I put people in categories. If you're a good human, you're a good human. I'm not going to get rid of a. I'm going to my life as a good human. I'm just going to talk to them less.
Right.
I'm just going to talk to them less because energy is contagious. It's one of our best assets and our highest, and one of the things that it could literally make or break you. So if I'm talking to people who have accepted life, who have just accepted whatever life gives them, um, they, they accept the job market, they accept their finances, they accept their subpar love life. I'm like, dude, if we aren't going to work on this, what can we talk about?
Right. Right.
Nothing. But we can't have a drink and watch the game every once in a while on a Friday or Saturday night. Categories. You got to put people in categories.
So what have you learned? So people that have good habits, of successful people, the opposite of what you talk about in your book. So obviously, I'm thinking since you have been considered an influencer and you meet different types of people, have you noticed that the people that are successful in your space have certain habits too?
Yes, overachievers have similar habits as well, extremely similar habits as well.
Mhm.
So, for people who are overachievers, meaning they just are operating, they are aiming to operate on their highest level of themselves.
Mhm.
So their highest level of themselves are aiming to operate there. They hang around with people who also operate on a higher level of themselves. They are strategic about their friends.
Mhm.
They don't need just anybody into their circle of friendship. You have to be going hardcore at life to
Oh,
even get them on the phone or get a conversation with them. They are picky. They're very picky about who they hang out with. They are hardcore. Okay, advancement. They date smart people. They date smart people. People who they date and interact with and marry their girlfriends, their boyfriends. They are also very supportive of what they're doing, male or female, and they also are going hard in their own lane. They don't typically date unsupportive, negative
Wait a minute, my audio is cut off. Hello.
Can't drop.
What happened? My internet is janky.
You want to start?
Yeah, so you were telling me about the people that the successful people, how they hire. I mean, they I'm not hired.
Yeah.
How they relationships are with people that are very supportive. Go ahead.
Yes. Okay. So, yes, they date people who are very supportive and who are go-getters in their own rights, or if they are just average people, which is nothing wrong with being average, nothing at all.
Mm-hmm.
They pour into their dreams.
Mm-hmm.
That they understand that they are going to be home late, that they're going to be working a lot, that they're going to be traveling a lot, and they don't try to talk them out of it. They pour into them. So they're strategic in who they are friends with and who they date and who they marry. Extremely. They pick us. They are great pickers of teams. So they hire great people. They partner with great people, and they have other people. They aren't one man or one woman shows.
Mm-hmm.
They have other people around them who push them, who help them excel, who hold them accountable. So for me, I have two assistants now. One good at has certain skill sets. One is good at another skill sets. I haven't had two assistants in my life ever, but for me to get to that next level, to go from 6 figures to 7 figures, I need to do new stuff. I need to constantly do new things. So I had to get some new, better people. Also, people who are overachievers, they spend money on improvements, self-improvement, whether it be their clothing, working out at the gym, what they're eating, like you on your vegan or semi-vegan kick. They take themselves seriously.
Right.
They take themselves seriously, so they'll buy the books, they'll buy the courses, they'll get the coaching, they'll get some leadership training. They will make the money, then they'll take a portion of it and they will reinvest it in themselves.
Yeah. I'm like that. I'm always changing. People are like, oh, what happened to you? You know, all of a sudden you know, not eating meat, you're not reading this, you're doing this. But I think that's how you grow as a person too. I mean, why just stay the same? Why not continue to grow? You know, that's my thing. And you know, even if it's not money that you're trying to look for, you should try to at least look for more satisfaction in just life itself. You know, you'd be surprised what kind of satisfaction you get after you try to fulfill some of your desires, your dreams.
Personal fulfillment is a big thing, and some people, they get more personal fulfillment by increasing their income. Some people get it by changing other people's lives. Some people get it mixture of both. Some people get it through pursuit of members of the opposite sex, or maybe same sex, if that's their thing. But my thing is, get your fulfillment how you get it.
Right.
Do what works for you. If you want more out of life, I just encourage people just to not be stagnant. If you want more and you're not going for more, part of you is actually dying on the inside. If you want more,
that's right,
and you aren't going for the more, part of you is actually literally dying while you're alive.
Yes, that is so true, because I know people who may be successful in their job, and I know they might look at people like you or maybe a little bit me and be like, oh, they're doing this. I might want to do this, but they can't leave that comfort of a job to go do that because that's too much, you know? So, you know, I don't know. I don't know how to give people advice like that, because that's something inside of you have to want to do. I don't know. What do you say?
Yeah. Well, advice is good, but if you want to change, so if you want to get other people to change, one, you have to go hardcore at your own thing.
Right.
And talking to people about changing is one thing, but them being able to see your change, it will, if there's any kind of go-getterness in them, it will inspire them. But what I learned is you can't pour into people who are dead and who've accepted the fact that they're dead. If they already know they're dead and they want to change, then you could adjust. But if they've accepted this is who I am, this is where I am, give them a book, give them this, and wish them the best.
Look, do you believe in a talented 10th? Do you believe in the 5%? Because me and my husband have a debate all the time about this, how some people just don't see it. And some people, it's just so obvious. You know what I'm saying? Some people go out in life real hard. Other people just don't care. What do you think about that?
I think what we're discussing is averageness versus go-getters, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. So some people are average and they're happy with it. I encourage them to stay there because certain people just don't want to miss out on life. They want to go to every happy hour, every baby shower. They want to be home with their families every day. They've accepted averages. And I respect it. Yo, if that's what is working for you, go with it. Other of us have, how many years you in school for? You in school for what? 6 years? 8 years?
6 years.
For your PhD?
Yeah, 6 years. It's an all-in-one program.
6 years. Okay. Most people won't do that.
Right.
All in one program. Most people won't do that. So you sacrifice because you know that you wanted and you needed more to fulfill yourself. With us who are go-getters, we are willing to sacrifice certain things. It sucks and it hurts, but to get to another level, you're going to have to sacrifice something. So if you like life, just easy breezy, rock it out, be happy. If you are a go-getter inside of you, but you aren't going to get, you're going to be having like an internal battle within yourself all the time. So take consistent action. Consistent small steps get you very far in life.
Right. Yeah, I think that's good. I think your book should, at least, like you said, some people, like with me, I just needed a little push because I was comfortable. I was very comfortable in my job and everything. But when I became a mother and I had kids, I started noticing that my priorities were shifting. And just being at work every day and being a pharmacist is a very demanding job. You have to work late sometimes. Sometimes you don't know what time you're going to leave. And so I had to make a decision. Well, my husband and I made a decision that really our kids are our priority. So I stepped back from working as a pharmacist. And then when I stepped back, I started realizing all the things that I wanted to do. And my husband gave me the green light.
Yeah.
This is your chance. Go do it. Whatever you want to do, go do it. So my primary responsibility is making sure I'm picking them up and take care of their needs.
That's a beautiful thing.
Yep, taking care of their needs. But then I also have time to develop things that probably will benefit us way more than he could probably expect or anticipate, I should say.
In the long run.
In the long run.
Yeah. So for you, part of being an overachiever for you is pouring into your kids more.
Yes.
Making sure girls are operating at their highest level. So all of us have things that inspire us. Part of me being an overachiever is pouring into Black men more with Black Men United. We were supposed to have a 45-minute workshop yesterday. It went for 3 hours. And it could have went longer because people have so much to say. 3 hours. I was tired. I used the bathroom twice. I was like, but that's part of what brings me personal fulfillment, and that's part of what I do. It's pro bono at this time. We're not charging for it, but 3 hours. Hey, it is what it is.
Andre,
that's what I signed up for.
I caught the last 30 minutes of it. And I think you were just answering questions of people who were just calling in with their situation, the job situation, whatever, and y'all were just giving advice. Is that what was going on? And I was listening to the people, and I'm like, man, all these people have degrees, and they have jobs, and then they get laid off, and what are they supposed to do? People got real situations. I thought that was a very good forum.
Appreciate
Yeah. Excellent.
And a lot of brothers are going through some real stuff out of work, um,
Yes.
underworked. Uh, they they have a child in a relationship, and they just don't have a safe outlet to just express and pour these things out. So I'm glad we're able to provide a non-judgmental yet challenging safe haven for our brothers to come to. So you sisters going to have better quality candidates to choose from.
Yeah, and maybe we need a Black Women's Unite.
It'd be a good idea.
Because I know a lot of people who are.
It'd be a good idea.
Because women too, I mean, some of them are single mothers trying to do it all, trying to maintain a job, take care of kids, and they have a lot going through. They're going through too, and just listening to people, like people think, oh, you don't have a job because you don't have a degree. The guys that were calling in or on your show, I mean, on the video, they had degrees. These were educated people. These weren't people without degrees.
A lot of them did.
So I just felt for the one guy.
A lot of them did, and yeah, it was deep, and I'm so glad that we have some employers on the line. One guy who has a moving company,
yes,
in Atlanta who needs people. The other guy who's doing some construction in Dallas, he needs people. So I'm actually glad we were able to connect people who had employment opportunities to people who needed employment opportunities and gel the mix.
Yes.
All online. We didn't have to run out of space. We were able to just do it online, with a couple weeks notice, and it was just our first one, so we'll just get better as we go along. But I'm solution based, Kendra, so I don't deal too much about the other sense. I'm like, okay, here's the problem, let me do my best to help figure it out.
Right. I mean, that was excellent. Getting people to work, I mean, that can solve a lot of problems, or earning income.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Let me see. What's your next steps? Like, what's your next thing? So you wrote this book. This book's about to come out. What's next on the horizon for Mr. Hatchett?
In life in general?
In life question. In general.
So I train my brain to own. Cool. All right. So I train my brain to only think 3 to 5 months ahead.
Oh.
Because if I think longer than that ahead, I get overwhelmed. So I train my brain to only think 3 to 5 month intervals. So I'm going to be hitting different states, either with other organizations on a tour, or I'm definitely going to do some stuff in Dallas and Atlanta in person in the next 60 days. That's going to be cool. I'm going to finish my movie, Own or Be Owned. The Values Will Go Up With or Without You. That will be out early next year. That's exciting. My first documentary. And soon, what I already have going on with the schools, I am finalizing my directory website, which you're on. Thank you for signing up. Finalizing that, perfecting that. I'm an advisor for the Tulsa Real Estate Fund, a regulated Tier 2 equity-based crowd fund where we can invest in properties together all throughout the world and the country. We're launching that next week in Atlanta. That's a really big, like that. Really great for the Black community. I'm working with Jay Morrison on that.
I thought it was already launched.
Well, it's launched, but people are able to start investing next week on the 17th of August.
Okay. So
Yep. So that's exciting.
So anybody can invest in the Tulsa Real Estate Fund at any point in time, or how does that work?
Yep. As long as you have $500 or more, you can invest in the Tulsa Real Estate Fund starting on the 17th. And we're $5,000 or $500. We just want to make it all inclusive. So people generally, these kind of options are only open to high net worth individuals who have $20K, $50K, $200,000. But the team put together this fund, Kay Morrison and the Peace. What's up, guys? They put together this fund because they wanted it to be inclusive, where we can all own that hotel, where we can all own that building and that winery. And here we are, about to launch.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So let me tell you, I've been, you helped me develop my t-shirt store, and I'm going to share my screen because I got a new
please,
shirt.
Yes.
I got a new shirt that I just did last night.
You got a new shirt.
This is my shirt.
What?
Reclaiming my time. Can you see it?
I see it.
I'm taking
just
my
reclaiming
time
her time.
Yes, I'm reclaiming my time. We need.
That's hot.
I mean, that means so much to me.
We do. How do we buy that?
Oh, go buy blackdfw.com. I got the men's shirt and the women's shirt. And, this right here says a lot to me, because time is a weapon. It's been used as a weapon against us because we don't have a lot of time, but other people have a lot of time. And we can't let people waste our time, so we need to take our time back.
No. We do. We do. We do. Which I also talk about in the book is I don't do personal calls during the daytime unless we're really, 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 really tight, like you. Right. I do not do personal calls during the daytime because people think because you work for yourself, you have all this free time. It's the exact opposite. So yes, I'm a big believer in that. Very few, damn near no personal calls during the daytime. Everything has to be in the evening or on weekends or early in the morning.
Early in the morning. Yeah, you do call early in the morning. But it's okay. Yeah. And me too, you know what? It's a quiet time of day too. I mean, I like, doing stuff like that early in the morning. Yeah. It's just a quiet time of the day, So we need to be conscious of our time.
Exactly.
And like Miss Maxine said, we need to reclaim our time. So yeah, you can buy this shirt, fw.com. Got it in the gray and the heather gray.
Love it.
Right. There we go. Reclaiming my time. All right. Well, I appreciate you, Andre. I appreciate you writing this book. Hopefully you can take people to 30 to 100 real quick.
I appreciate it. Thank you for the time. I appreciate it, Queen. Yes. You can pick up the book at andresbook.com. Pre-orders now. Andres, ANDRES, book, BOOK.com. You can pick it up. I'd appreciate it.
All right. All right. Well, thank you, Andre. I appreciate you, and you have a good day.
All right, Queen. You too. See you later. Bye, guys.
Okay. Bye-bye. All right.